Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Something exciting has happened. The prototype for my 2023 calendar is finally ready. So if you haven't been following along in my little calendar journey, then I'm gonna insert a few clips to sort of show you what's been happening. And if you have been following along, hi, welcome back. I will insert a timestamp in the description where you can skip ahead to present day. And I will see you again at the end of this video. On my social media, a lot of you have been asking me to create a calendar. So I was thinking of making something like this. I have a very specific idea for what I want for the calendar, because the thing that I'm working towards is if I were to create new products, I want them to be as sustainable as I possibly can make it. I'm going to do it just because I want to do it, and I'm going to have one made just for me for next year. And then maybe I'm thinking I'll do a pre-order, so if anybody else wants one, they can pre-order it, and then I will just have it made if anybody wants one. So, that way, if nobody wants it, then it's not that big a deal. I just won't have it made. Actually got this from the comment section of that video. Another fellow artist here in Cebu left a comment. Hi Bri, if you're watching. He mentioned that it would be interesting to get a wooden stand sort of situation, and then you can sell like the stand with the print with the little calendar. I think if I understood his comment right, but this is how I've interpreted it. I kind of like the idea. Like, it makes sense in my head, and it does sound a lot more sustainable, because then every time you would want new prints, you can buy more prints from either from me or from another artist that you want to support, and you can just keep the stand, or you could just display other things on the stand. Now picture that this is what your little stand would look like. Most likely it will be made out of wood, and then you would get a set of 12 prints, which you can display a new one every month. And then you would get a set of 12 calendars, and this is what I've envisioned for the calendar. So you have like your monthly calendar on one side, and then you have a section where you could maybe write down birthdays, special dates, I don't know, that you want to remember. And then by the end of the month, you just flip it over to a new month. You can change your print to a new month, like so. I think that's a really cute idea. I'm so excited. I'm gonna show this to my supplier and see what she thinks. Forgive my shiny face. I've been working on this painting for, well, almost all day today, but this has been a work in progress for I think about a week now, just slowly chipping away at it. And I'm finding that that's how I prefer to work, because I always want to rest and then come back to a piece with fresh eyes, and I feel like it gives me so much more perspective and I don't rush it. So I'm really enjoying how this is turning out. This morning on a whim, I decided to add some what do you call this again, the metallic paint onto it. And I love adding metallic touches because it gives it such a glow when it catches the light like so. I just think it's so pretty. The reason why I don't do it more to my work is you can't really scan it, and it doesn't really translate when you try to turn it into a digital print. So this is once again a piece that I did not document me actually painting, but I just wanted to talk you through it. This is a mixed media piece, so the entire underpainting, the first layer, was done completely in watercolor, and then I added the metallic paint for her background to give her a little bit more focus, and then I decided to add like radial stars around in the same metallic paint. The rabbits were initially painted in watercolor, but I felt like they just really got lost in the background, so I added them back in using acrylic gouache to give them a little bit more what do you call it, opacity, but also to make them a little bit flat so they don't compete with everything else that's going on. And then her cloak slash swirling fabric thing going on around her, as well as the details in her face, were all done with ink, pen, and calligraphy nib. So yeah, I'm not done with it yet. I think there's more that could be done to it. I don't want to overwork it as well, but that's what I have so far. Anyway, the reason why I decided to turn on the camera was while I was working on this arrived. It is my first batch of test prints for my 2023 calendar. I am so excited. So I'm gonna open this up and you guys can see it for the first time together with me. So these are the calendars. This is how they turned out. I like it. I'm worried that the font is a little small, so I might adjust that to make it bigger, but I like the space that I left in the side for you to put down notes or like important dates that you want to remember, because I find that I've been doing that on my desk calendar and it's helpful for me. I just had one set printed first so that I could see if any alterations needed to be made to the files before I sent them out for final printing. Oof, see, like, look at this. This piece needs to be changed. The digital file for this needs to be altered because this turned out so very green. In fact, majority of them did. That happens sometimes. It's a calibration issue with the printer. Like here, I have the original for this right here. This is the original for this piece, and then this is how it turned out when it was printed. As you can see, it's very, very green and kind of very contrasty. So that's something that I need to discuss with them on how I can fix that and send them a new file. I have the mock-up wooden stand already that I got back from my supplier. So let me grab that so I can show you what it's gonna look like in its final form and glory. So this is the wooden stand that I had made. I was so surprised that they were able to understand exactly what I wanted, including the dimensions and everything, just by showing them my little clay prototype. So I guess that was really worth the effort. And then I made it thick enough so that you could put all of the cards in at once, so you wouldn't have to store them in a separate place and risk them getting lost. At the end of every month, you just flip to the next one. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how this turned out. You guys, I can't believe this is real. This project feels so personal to me because as I was scanning the artworks, I really noticed that my work has changed very much from how I used to paint in 2021 versus what my paintings look like now. So I can really see the evolution of my art style throughout the years, and it kind of shows that throughout the prints. So it really feels like I'm sharing something very personal with you guys. As I said before, I am thinking of doing a pre-order for this, so I'll probably come up with some kind of order form that you could fill out. If you want a calendar, then you fill it out and I will make it for you. The only thing I am waiting for right now is I would really love to have an option to personalize the wooden stand somehow. So if you were planning to give it as a gift, because this is already what I'm thinking about, I'm gonna be gifting this to a lot of my friends for Christmas. I would like the option to maybe engrave their name onto the wooden stand. That would be a nice personal touch. So I am currently looking for a supplier who would be able to do that for me. I'm just so happy with how this turned out. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. And I realized that this would not have happened if it wasn't for you guys, because you really kept me accountable. I'm so happy that I was able to take you along the entire journey, from just like conceptualization to making my little prototypes, and then now it's a final real product. It's so exciting. And if it wasn't for you guys in the comments constantly asking me like, where is it? Like, I hope it'll come out soon. You know, it really encouraged me to keep working on it, because there were times when I was like, oh, do I really want to do this? Is anyone gonna order it? And there are times of discouragement like that, and it really helped me to read your comments and know that you were looking forward to this as well. So thank you so much. I'm so excited to have something that's like a physical, real product of my work. So when I received the print samples, I got so excited seeing the whole product together that I really thought I would be able to offer you a pre-order form by this weekend. But it turns out I have a few more things that I need to work out, so that's going to have to wait. Instead, what I did was I created an email sign-up sheet. You can find it in the description bar below, where you can sign up for email updates on things like the calendar launch date, whether or not I'll be able to offer personalization, things like that. So if you are interested in keeping tabs on this calendar, then please sign up below. I promise to keep your emails confidential and I will never spam you. I'm only going to be emailing you about this one project. As always, thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!